Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the cutest one of all? The cutest one is you, cute doll. It always was, always has been, and always will be. Do you have the script? You know we only have 30 minutes, right? 30 minutes? Yes, 30 minutes. What do you mean the manager is home sick with salmonella? We only have 30 minutes, we have to go. Like, can someone just like go grab a script? They didn't write a script yet? Hello, my little marshmallow peanut butter cups. Hello, my little action figures. And welcome back to another episode of the Cute Doll Podcast. Today, the bod is really botting. We have here my Chanel. She's from 31 Rue Cambon in Paris. I got her for myself. She has rainbow letters on top and a little plastic thing that I won't take off. I love her so much. She's my baby. I literally will just put her right here just to chill for a second. For the outfit today, we have a lot of sweet treats just really going on right now. So initially my outfit just reminded me of a cherry cobbler pastry pie on a picnic day. And it's so pretty. And later on, it reminded me of, I just remind myself, my entire self, of a chocolate ice cream with those maraschino cherries on it, because the top is so cherry red. Honestly, this has to be the cutest outfit I have in my closet right now. I am a big fan of red, especially cherry red. Be sure to grab my cherry pie viral perfume vial linked at the top of my page and at cutedollhouse.com. Also, be sure to grab one of these treasures that you can just leave at your bedside and read before you go to sleep. I promise you'll love my book. I have creative ideas and I love writing. I always wanted to be a writer since I was like 11-ish years old. I think 12, I'm not sure. But be sure to grab her on Amazon.com. The name of my book is Dear Diary, Genius Downloads by Cute Doll. You can also pick her up at cutedollhouse.com, and you can pick her up at the top of my page of my Amazon storefront. And follow for more. Leave me 5 stars, review, and a nice rating that is short and sweet with only nice words. Today the shirt is super big. This shirt's actually really long, but I did tuck it up and it seems to be staying. I am not gonna lie to you, I got this because it's like a knitted material, but when I actually wore it, it actually became my favorite shirt because the color, and it's so thick and pretty. It has these beautiful florets with pearls inside, and I love the skirt. I love that it's ruffle. When I was younger, like 18, I still have the Abercrombie & Fitch skirt. It's called Beth. It's discontinued now, but it's a white ruffle skirt. I always wear it commonly. I wear it so much. I used to wear it so much, so it's in a lot of my footage, so you know exactly which one I'm talking about because I only have one white ruffle skirt. And that's from Abercrombie & Fitch discontinued. And like this skirt reminds me a lot of that, so I had a lot of fun dancing my TikTok this morning. Okay, the moment everybody has been waiting for. So, yes. I have been crowned as the Queen of Thaemine, and let me explain. Okay, so I led my own raid yesterday with the help of a lot of people, and shout outs to those who always been helping me. I really see you, I really appreciate you. I will always feel bad for making you wait for like 12 hours in raids with me. Yesterday was Thursday, so I don't know the order, but I know that I did finish all together for my main cute doll, which is my sorceress which is, she is, yes, the crown stays. I can actually pin it, but I don't want to. Should I? Okay, I have time. Let me pin it. This is absolutely ridiculous, but we love her. I was about to do it like a little slanted, but then, you know, Princess Peach does wear her crown right in the middle, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, listen. So, I feel so official. Okay, I'm so official. Okay, so, what was I gonna say? I mean, thank you for all those who always attend. I still do feel bad, but I do need the help, and I do want you to join me. Like, if I was like talking from like my most like selfish self and everything, I would just be like, yes, help me join and help me clear, and I love it. And yes, yes, that's what I want deep inside. That's like the unspoken secret. So yes, I do love when you guys help me with raids. I really do love it. I always, in this era of 2024, like before 2024, I never really heard this term that much, and it wasn't like really commonly used, but I guess what you guys would now refer to as like self-sabotage, or also the other one that was more used when I was growing up was imposter syndrome. So yeah, I always do obviously like decline getting help, not just in video games, but like in all areas of my life. I always just try to opt to do it myself. I always just overextend myself, and I never take help, whatever. I try my best to be as selfish as possible because, you know, I want to be. I want to do what's best for myself. But no, it's still hard to do all those things. I don't know, it's something in my paradigm that's honestly just really stopping me. But I've done it many times before. So I actually forgot to mention 2 times that I went viral in my last podcast. So another time I was viral was doorbell. Oh, let's listen to it. Oh no, I gotta go get it. Thank you. Do you need a signature? Thank you. Okay, so it's just a closed delivery. I'm gonna get it after this because every time I walk around, my crown falls off. So I'm just gonna try to finish the podcast and then go get my delivery. Okay. So, are we talking about video games right now? Because I was really into whatever we were talking about. Everyone, help me with my raids. I love you. If you want to play with me, just please play with me. But can you at least just be somebody that can carry me? That would be greatly appreciated. And I also try to carry myself. Thank you. You could just leave it there. Thank you. Oh, repairs? Oh. Editing me, I just realized right now that the repair guy was just standing there the whole time listening to the whole podcast, multiple parts. Video games. Yes, help me with my video games. That would be really appreciated. I appreciate all of you. My goal is to have like a wide player base, so there's a lot of people that are just we're all like working together, and then like not working together. It's just a lot of people, so I don't overexhaust anyone. Not only that, but like just so I play with more people. It's kind of just, I feel like, I don't know why, it just like doesn't spread everyone thin. I don't know. It just feels more flexible. It feels like more random. Like I would like to play with more people and play with a higher percentage of our player base on Lost Ark. I don't know why I have that desire, but I do. And you know what? Like I think I do know why. So like, you know, sometimes how people have pre-mades and statics. I used to have some in Blade and Soul in 2016. I used to have a static for like 3 people, and then 2 people would flex in with us sometimes. We always do our dailies together, we always do everything together, so yeah. It would be like 5 to 6 of us, and that was us total, but three of them were like 3 of us were like solid and 2 of us were like flex. So yeah, I know people do like the pre-made stuff, but I don't know, maybe I kind of grown bitter or sour to it. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it too much or thought about it too much to have like an opinion on it. But maybe I'm just jealous that everyone else has a static and I don't. But I just really think that I would be happy if I could play with more people. I don't know why I feel like my happiness would be proportionally, exponentially escalated. I don't know why I feel like my happiness would be directly proportional to the amount of people I play with. I don't know, maybe it'll make me feel more legitimate, like more, like, you know how real famous streamers, they do have their, no, they have statics, and they duo with like other partners. They're very specific. And actually some of them don't even play, like some of the pro players don't even play with their girlfriends. Actually, yeah, so maybe I am on the right track. Maybe my pre-made does have to be exclusive. Maybe it does have to be people that are like true supporters of me and static and always there, not just some random bozo. So that is TBD, to be determined. We do not know the philosophy behind this. Maybe we'll revisit it in another couple decades in another podcast when we gain more wisdom, time, experience, etc. Okay, let's talk about Thaemine, because everybody's waiting for this. So Thaemine was the funnest raid I ever did in my life. I play a lot of games. Maple Story to level 30, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Tomb Raider, Grand Theft Auto. The Little Mermaid was my first video game, and also on PlayStation 1, and Rhapsody. So our dad took us to Best Buy, because that was the thing back then. That was the thing. And he got us PlayStation 1, and we got to see all the games in the glass. And we chose The Little Mermaid, and my baby sister chose Rhapsody. We played all those games together. Even my dad was playing with us. We also had a fishing game. My dad loves fishing. I love fishing. He taught me how to fish. I'm really good at fishing. Your girl loves to fish. I'm really good at it. I even held the fish. I have pictures on my TikTok about those times that I went fishing with my dad. I have like 2 or 3 times on my TikTok, and before that they're on my locked Instagram. That you can send a request. Maybe one day I might accept you. It has 9,000 posts. The link is at the top of my page for my second Instagram. Okay, so we did Rhapsody, we did Tekken. Before that we had Super Nintendo, Aladdin game. Our cousins, they borrowed our game, and then they gave us all the cheat codes so we could skip all the levels. Not cheat codes, they gave us all the passwords to skip all the levels. And it's so funny because if you just like did a Google search like in today's world, you could have got, just thinking of this now, you could have gotten all the passwords. But this was back in the day. There was not, Google did not even exist. Oh my god, that's so crazy, bro. Okay, I think I was alive before the internet existed, but we'll fact check that when I go to my computer. Okay, so PC games, Neopets, we were burning CDs. A little 12-year-old just burning her favorite music on a CD. Don't mind me playing it in my boombox. Floppy disks were a thing. We had some really nice ones that my dad would get. They were like clear, and they were like green, shaded like blue, shaded like rainbow. Not rainbow, not all the different, each floppy disk was a different color, so it would look like a rainbow together. But they should make a rainbow one. Maybe you should make it. I love floppy disks, they're so cool. Cassette players, when I was really little, that's really a thing. We even kept like all our cassettes. VHS tapes for all our Disney movies growing up. Okay, but then the video games, Scooby-Doo on Super Nintendo, we love that. My little sister loves Scooby-Doo, her favorite cartoon. You run around and like the sandwich parts fall from the sky and you're making like a huge sandwich sub thing. Okay, next. Tasmanian Devil, so fun. That had to be one of the funnest games ever. Ever. For games that were one player, me and my sisters we were so nice. We never fought over games. We took turns with the remote, and sometimes we'd be like, hey, you just do this, okay? But like, we're all good at games. We're all really good at video games because when I was 3 or 4, that's when I first started gaming, I had this floppy disk. I don't know if it was a floppy disk or a CD, okay? But it was called 1001 Games. Hi! Okay, 1 second. Thaemine double, Scooby-Doo. 1001 Games. 1001 Games was like 1001 of these pixel arcade games on a floppy disk. Literally, it was like, we all took turns playing games. Our favorite one was like the Trolls game. It had like these trolls, and you could like get this like white buff that makes you like super, it's kind of like Super Mario buff. It's kind of like that super buff in Mario. And like you just super fast and like super glittery. And my favorite troll was like the silver or white hair troll. I don't remember. There's this game with all these trolls in it, and then there's this game with like this little boy and he's on a pogo stick. Does anybody ever play this game? My middle sister loved that game. That was her favorite game. My favorite game was the Trolls one. There was also Pac-Man and Centipede. I don't know if there was Pac-Man, but I feel like I remember distinctly the Centipede game. And we were playing all these games. There was 1001 of them, so we were playing all these games. We were all taking turns on the keyboard. Sometimes, I also played Frogger. I don't know if that was in there or if that was separate, but I think that was a separate PC game that we had. Okay, so, okay, let's move on with the games. Okay, we had iToy. We were really into it because we had a big screen TV, one of those really old-fashioned ones that sits on the floor and has a huge back. And we had our iToy on top. We all used to play iToy together. So fun. We used to make our living room like a movie theater. Like we would literally just have popcorn. We used to go to Blockbuster. Like this is, I'm from back in the day. We used to go to Blockbuster and we have popcorn, and then we have all these things going on. We used to be able to get popcorn and snacks from Blockbuster because they sell it in the front, and get all the movies we want and then watch them. And we had so much fun. We would like come out with a whole stack of like 10 movies. We had the Blockbuster subscription, everything. Like our dad just gave us everything. It was awesome. Okay, so it was so fun. Blockbuster was so fun. That was so fun. Yeah, I got so sad when they started like to get shut down. Like that's so sad. Okay, so next for video games. We all like moved on to like college and stuff like that. So like so we're all living in like our own apartments, whatever. So we all got our own different kind of game consoles, and we didn't really tell each other like what kind of game consoles we get. We didn't really play with each other. We were just playing with our own friends at that time, or one-player games. So we all actually ended up getting different consoles. My youngest sister, she got Nintendo Switch and other those kind of consoles. I want to also tell you that we got Parasite Eve. My sister's friend lent it to her. Oh yeah, Final Fantasy VII was that the reason we bought the PlayStation 1? That was the reason why we bought the PlayStation 1, because my youngest sister wanted to play Final Fantasy VII. She's the reason I know about Tifa. She's the reason I know about Riku. Also for PlayStation 1 and for PlayStation 2, we had Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy X2. We had that water video game with like the water motorcycle board thing. It was these aqua sports, and we had the skiing game with like the extreme Tarako rock right on top. It's trippy. It's tricky. Okay, I think it's called SSX snowboarding or something. Okay, we had that game. It was so fun. I was Marisol. Yeah, I always have my favorite characters. They're usually like blonde and pretty. Like Riku. Yeah, that's on brand. Okay, so yeah. Next, growing up, so I got an Xbox One, because that's what my first ex-boyfriend gave me, and I had Rock Band, and he also gave me not Borderlands, I forgot what that, Bioshock. I had Bioshock. I really was not good at it, so I did not last like 20 minutes. Soul Fighter, I think it's called, the one with like the big swords, and it's kind of like Tekken, but you can kind of customize your character. But I think it's called Soul Fighter, but it's a game where you just PvP like Tekken, but it's all different characters. Black Ops, And my favorite game on the Xbox One was the Modern Warfare 2. I was just spray and spray with a P90. That was tiger print, I believe it was. It's pretty cute. Okay, next, I have, sorry, I just keep thinking about the repairs. Oh, all right. Next we have, yeah. I also got the Tomb Raider. I didn't finish it, the one that's on Xbox One. It was like a newer version of it. We had a lot of Tomb Raider games for PlayStation 1. That's one we used to play. My dad and me and my two sisters were all playing like The Little Mermaid together. We're all playing. For The Little Mermaid, I got to hold the remote for the whole game. Like everybody has a favorite game, so we get to hold the remote if we're that person. For Final Fantasy VII, my youngest sister got to hold the remote for the whole game. For arcade, for the arcade games, we did like get to play. Like back in the day, it was all like one-player games. And then The Little Mermaid was mine. Rhapsody was my little sister's, but I did play some battles, so I do remember taking turns and like doing some battle fights. I do remember playing that game. I love the soundtrack so much. Rhapsody is one of the only stories that I actually see from like start to end besides Fruits Basket. I know that's a MMO and that's a manga and a anime, but I'm just letting you know. And then I had Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is the one I played the most. I would play till like 5 in the morning. One time I had a flight at 4, that I had to leave my apartment at 4 in the morning. I just stayed up all night and just played Modern Warfare 2. I had so much fun. My name on Modern Warfare 2 was Frosty Puff because when I was in a fraternity and I was getting, I was pledging, I don't know if I could tell you the story because you're not allowed to tell the stories of when you were pledging, but Frosty Puff is the name of like a strawberry shortcake doll or something like that. It's just a type of doll, but I got the name Frosty Puff, but my pledge name is Peachy, like Peachie, because I was always happy, no matter what was happening. Like I was always smiling and stuff until I was crying. Okay, so yeah, my name was Frosty Puff, so I didn't know like it would like not give me like a confirmation or whatever, so I just put Frosty Puff and it automatically just accepted the name and I was like, oh shit, well now I'm Frosty Puff. I was Frosty Puff, just, yeah, it was awesome. It was cool. I miss that. I also had a PC in my room, at the time of the Xbox One, and I was playing Granada Espada. Then I was playing, that's my main game. I started that when I was 18. I started on my laptop and I fried the motherboard because I would just like never take my laptop off. I had an HP tablet that has like this screen that spins all the way around and turns it into a tablet. It's an HP laptop tablet, and you can write on it with the special like pen and stuff, tablet pen, and it was so cool. So cool. And it was so small too. It was so small, it fits perfectly in my bag, and it's so cute. Okay, then after that, during the college times, my first ex-boyfriend also introduced me to World of Warcraft. I chose the Paladin, Blood Elf, something Paladin. I might remember later. It's the one that can heal and also tank and also DPS. You know, if you know, you know. Retro. I'm a Ret Pally. Retribution Pally? Maybe it's Retribution, but it's Ret. I'm Ret Pally. Love her. She's so cute. I later revisited World of Warcraft and make a Demon Hunter. She's great. I got 2 legendary items, but I really couldn't find people to play raids with. People that came to my Twitch channel promised me that they would play with me, but nobody played raids with me, and doing the pugs was really hard. Okay. Next. League of Legends. We love League of Legends. Always played her since season 2. I'm a mid main. Next, we had Blade and Soul, Revelation Online. Revelation Online is such a good game. I wish that like really stuck around more. Honestly, it was so hard to get a dungeon later on in that game. Like when the game aged, it was hard to find people to play with. It's hard to explain. Maybe it was a dead game, I don't know, or maybe everyone just had a static. After that, we all played Overwatch together, like my friends and whoever I was dating. Overwatch, I tried Overwatch 2 as well, because it was free at the time. It was kind of weird. It was like got released, but it was free. It was weird, because we had to buy Overwatch. I played Destiny 2. I like the Hunter. I have videos on my YouTube of me like throwing the knife and stuff and getting kills with that. It was really fun. He has like a little pocket knife. Oh, PUBG, how could I forget? Oh, when I played PUBG, I just really soulscaped one of my friends on Twitch that I met on Twitch in my Twitch chat. He taught me PUBG, and literally just, you know how it is, you're just laughing the whole time playing those kind of games. Just trying to get chicken dinner so many times, but yeah. I was playing PUBG at the time when it came out, and I really thought that, you know, if I switch to PUBG, I'll get like a lot more viewers. But when I ended up playing it, in my first game, my viewers were like, hey, like, do you know how to play this? We actually want to get into a voice chat with you and tell you how to play this game. And Simple and Soul were there, and they both taught me how to play PUBG. Like, this is your backpack, and you have to get the items, and you have to hide, or blah blah blah. We didn't say you have to hide, but that's my style. I'm a camper. But yeah, and then they find a gun, and we're sharing guns. And Fortnite was really fun. I had the Harley Quinn skin, the Granado Espada skin, the Ariana Grande skin. My friends gifted me a lot of skins. My sister gifted me a lot of skins. I love all the Harley Quinn skins. I have 3. I love her. She's my favorite character. And yeah, we're playing Fortnite. The highlight of Fortnite is, this was a good time. I had one friend, and I was playing with my sister, and I didn't have one friend, but he was our friend together, and he was my friend first, but then I was like, play with my sister. So all 3 of us were playing together, and they were the nicest people in the whole universe. It was the Mandalorian, am I saying this right? It was the Mandalorian episode, and literally season, like, I think they're called episodes, but season, and you know how Mando, I don't know if it's his gun, it has to be his gun, yeah, it's Mandalorian's like sniper rifle. We would drop into the desert, and they would find the sniper rifle, they would give it to me. They would give me sniper bullets. I was totally fed, and then I would just be like, pow, 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 and then yeah, it was so fun. We just kept doing that for hours and hours, just drop into this thing, get the Mandalorian. It was all on my stream too. It was like 2021, 2022 kind of time. That was so fun. Every single night, I'd be like, are we playing Fortnite tonight? Like, it was so cute. And I would get off League to play that. I would get off Terra to play that. So yeah, then there's Terra. There's Lost Ark. And there's Hearthstone. I had to play Hearthstone, and I also had to play that other one. That other game, is it Dota? I don't think it's Dota. It has like all the champions. It's one of the big like Blizzard games. I had to play that because all my friends wanted to play it, and I bought a character, I bought like Sylvanas, and I was playing it. I don't know if it was Dota though, but I did play Dota as well. I was rotating off of between League and Dota, and I was playing Dota. I liked it. It's a little weird because the map's so big, and there's like a lot of dark spots, and I just don't really understand, like, it doesn't matter. Okay. I believe those are all my games, but yeah, all those games I like. Forbidden Soul, I went hardcore with Founder Pack. Same with Revelation Online, buying all the costumes, the whole shebang. Terra, buying premium every month and selling premium to people. They wanted it so bad, and Yeah, it was so fun. I was doing all this stuff. Whew, okay, let's go check the agenda. Did we talk about Thaemine already? Okay, so Thaemine was actually so fun. It was the funnest thing I ever played in my life. I played a lot of games, as I just explained. So for Thaemine was like, I love that you can't get one shot, except probably in Gate 3. I haven't cleared Gate 1 yet, but I did put all of my gameplay for Thaemine so far on my YouTube at CuteDoll and also on my TikTok. Okay, so for Gate 3, I know there's a lot of wipe mechanisms and instant death mechanisms, and I watched the video many times. Not many times, like 3 times. Okay. But I know I will learn it when I learn it, but my goal is 1 to 3, even though there's 4 gates. I feel like the raid is doable, and that's what makes it a really happy thing for me. Let me get my lotion, sorry. I feel like the raid is doable, and that's what makes it a really happy thing for me. That's what makes it a really happy thing for me, because because compared to my other games, okay, in Granado Espada, you will literally get one shot if you do not have gear. There's an element of, you have to know the mechanisms, you have to know what to do, you need to know the dance of the boss, and you have to be geared to DPS the boss and to survive the attacks. So literally, and also Terra. I was also thinking of Terra while I was explaining that. So Terra and Granado Espada, very gear dependent, okay? And technique dependent. But in Blade and Soul, in Lost Ark, I feel like in Lost Ark, for Thaemine specifically, I like that in Gate 1, the boss isn't just gonna swing and then one-shot you. There are one-shot mechanisms, there are wipe mechanisms, but I particularly, we're just talking about Thaemine right now, I'm not gonna compare it to all the other raids. I really like that you just can't get one shot. For me, that's just not fun. When it really depends like heavily on your gear. That's why I really like League of Legends timelessly. It's like, even though you have to level up every single game and you have to remake all your stuff every single game, there's no gear. And that was very appealing to me after Granado Espada, after Terra, and it's just been constantly always appealing to me. And I even played it before I used to play, no. I played it after my MMOs. That was the most appealing thing to me, was that there's no gear. And I love that it's a lot of PvP, even though people say, obviously you have to focus on the objectives, but come on. It has to do with PvP, let's be real. Especially since I play Assassin, that's a huge thing for me. I love PvPing. I've been trained at PvP by the guilds I was in. The guild leaders would train us in a big group, our whole guild. We used to do team death matches together. In Terra, they had that function where you could do like a team death match, and then literally team death match. Literally, we're PvPing each other, and we're getting better, and our leaders giving us feedback in voice chat, and we're all just practicing over and over again. It's so fun, and they tell us exactly what to do. They trained us how to PvP, and then also when I was in Granado Espada, and these games I all played like overlapping, just like as you normally do with games, and then slowly they start getting shut down and stuff. For Granado Espada, I was in a very small guild. We were like an underdog. Granado Espada was in a very small guild. I was in an underdog guild. Literally, we would do the whole shebang with just like 5 people. Like, it was fucking crazy. And we used to get colonies, do colony wars, clear raids. They were heavily geared. They used to share gear, everything. Like, it was fucking crazy, bro. It was crazy. Okay, so I was in 2 or 3 different guilds. They were all the same bloodline of guilds, the same people remaking their guilds. They all traded leaders. I dated both of the leaders, super proud of it. I literally, you know how I deep think? I literally think I was playing with one of them yesterday. We have this character, and she has red hair in Granado Espada, and she has a name. And somebody was in Lost Ark yesterday with that name, okay? But they were a Deathblade, and they wore the same costume as in Granado Espada that character wears. And I just realized that that character in Granado Espada, her stance looks a lot like how the Deathblade holds his blades, because she used to use a main gauche and a one-handed sword in two hands, and then just but like, yeah. And then his guild name was like a name that he used to say that word. But okay, anyways, yeah, I literally was like, is this the same person? Because I know that all of my people from Granado Espada are in Lost Ark, because they're the ones that showed me the game. So yeah, they're all in there. I actually found one of them. He came to my Twitch chat, and I blocked him. I banned him, but I think he's unbanned now. But yeah, he was a friend of all of those people that I just mentioned. He was just a friend. Okay. Okay. So yeah, they're there. That's so scary to me, but yeah, they're there. They're there. Okay. Whew. All right. Thaemine, so fun. I love it. I loved it so much. Thank you to everyone who try to help us clear. The thing is, I think it's doable, especially gate 1. I see that it's getting done, and I'm like, I feel like it could. I almost thought at one point I almost cleared, but then it just keeps wiping, and I don't know if it's because people are getting eclipses or what, or like what's happening, and like they're not able, and then it's like wiping. I don't really know. Or I know one time it berserked on us, so we just didn't have enough. We just didn't finish DPSing in time. I think for one of the wipes is because we didn't kill a tentacle batch, but I'm not sure because everybody voted to surrender even while we were in the second cutscene, and it was just crazy. But yeah, I'm really happy to be raid leading those. It's super fun raid. It's so fun. I'm really grateful Lost Ark made their raid so fun, that it wasn't just like this boss that's just like swinging, swiping, and one-hitting you, because that's what it's like in Terra. Like the boss is just literally just swinging and swiping, and one slash is a death. But back in that game, the healer will res you, and then in Granado Espada, people can res you. A lot of characters have the res ability, so someone can res you or mass res. There's a character that has mass res. She could put AoE and everybody in the little puddle will come back to life. And you can also res yourself with soul crystals. You could also log out and come back in for like wars and stuff like that. But for raids, you have to wait for someone to res you or soul crystal. And yeah, so those raids, like you'll come back to life. But I'm kind of seeing the vision more with Lost Ark now. So in one of my earlier podcasts, I'm like, oh, what kind of game? Like, it only has 7 pots, and you can't come back to life. No one can res you. You can't soul crystal. You can't log back in. Again, I'm kind of seeing the vision more of it. So they will have some, and I'm just talking about, this is only for Thaemine Gate 1 and all the Legion raids and Abyssal Dungeons before that. Not anything, I don't know what's beyond that. So this might be different for like Thaemine Gate 3 and the Kazaros raid. So they make it like there are some wipe mechanisms, there are some one-shot skills, but for the most part it's doable and survivable. You'll live. You do have 7 pots to get health, stay healthy. There are 2 supports, 1 to 2 supports in your game. But once you've died once, and you've made a fatal mistake, if you've made a fatal mistake, maybe you should re-enter or let the rest of the team clear, whatever, to get out of the dungeon, re-enter, quit, it will be a clear fail, and then you come back, you like repair your items, and then you'll try again. Whereas in Granada Spada, it was more of a murder fest because you literally are on the floor dying, and the guy with PvP gear, I love PvP gear, the guy that's overgeared is like standing there camping your dead body for when you soul crystal, he'll just kill you again. It's kind of like, or like you're in a raid and you're soul crystaling over and over and over and over and over again. Even though there's no gear repair in Granada Spada, it's like, could you have really killed that boss if you need that many SC? Like, so I do kind of see the vision now with Lost Ark. I do think it's nice. I still do think, I'm kind of glad they took out the res function because I know the supports get harassed a lot, like res me. I know about that. Everybody wants to res. I was so good at resing in Granada Spada. Granada Spada, you play 3 characters at a time, so I always brought at least 1 healer in my party. So I was always resing people off cooldown. And the leaders love me for that. Like, thank you for the res, so like in the voice chat. Okay, yeah, so I was trying to tell you in Granada Spada, the leaders, the 2 leaders that were the 2 to 3 guilds, they were all in the same bloodline of people. We kept making the guild, I kept getting in. We were like 5 people ruling the server, a mini part of the server. And they taught me how to PvP as well. And they also used to play League with me. And they taught me a lot of what I know for my more advanced skills. Because they would kind of be like, yeah, this character can do this, and this is how you do this. And oh yeah, did you know this? And you know, for Granada Spada, they used to like lend me all of their, I'm like, I want to play this today at this civil CU, no, not CU, CU is Terra, that's civil unrest. I want to play it this week. Every single Sunday we had a like PvP, mass PvP thing where you bring in 1 character and everybody has 1 character. It's a 3 MMC, but you bring in 1 character, you all PvP, and then you get a chart at the end. So we used to play that. It was called Battle Click. And then we used to play Colony Wars every Saturday and get colonies, and the colonies give you money and buffs. Your whole clan gets buffs. Later on, I made my own guild called Doll, and I stole like my then boyfriend out of his guild and make him join my guild, and I think I got a colony. I don't remember though. But we were so cool. It was just the 2 of us because the game was kind of dying, so like I still wanted to play though. And it was just the 2 of us, and we ran around and we actually got colonies. Like we literally did a we did my strategy. Like it was nuts. It was nuts. And like it was 2 of us versus every single, like 100 people. Like 100 people. Oh my god. That was so fun. But that game was gear heavy, so I was able to PvP because I had a lot of PvP gear, like the best in slot. Okay. So yeah, they taught me how to PvP. That's why I'm like really good at a lot of games. I carried like my skills from what my guild leaders have taught me in Terra and Granada Spada. Many different guild leaders have taught me. And in some cases they were teaching the whole guild, and other cases they were teaching just me. And it was kind of cool. And then I just kind of modified it and then just kind of do my own thing. Like my Katarina is so insane. I got so many pentakills and quadrikills, I stopped highlighting it. But if you go to my YouTube, I was trying to highlight. It started in my Twitch. All my Twitch clips, I kept clipping all my pentakills, but then I started putting it on a YouTube video instead. And then I started, so like half are in Twitch clips, half are in YouTube. Then I'm at the point now where I got a project kill, it's like normal to me. All my accounts have the pentakiller title, which means you got a pentakill twice on that account. So yeah, and I wear the pentakiller title. Like, I'm a pentakiller. Usually after I get a quadrikill, I stop, but the last time I got a pentakill, it was within 1 month of today, and when I got the quadrikill, I was like, okay, I'm done. And then I saw the pentakill was right there, so I had to go get it, and I got it, and it was fun. So yeah, I'm really good at PvPing. I do give credit to people who taught me, but of course I sharpened my own skills. I also used to PvP a lot in the Terra outskirts. First of all, people used to PK me, but back in the more gentle days, when I was a little bit more invisible, and I was also protected by my guild that I was in. Back then there were sky castles, like you could just port tier sky castle. You get sky castles if you win guild versus guild wars. And we were winning. And we had sky castles I could hide in if there were any enemies. But I would go to the outskirts, and even before that, before I joined those guilds, I used to be like a little more invisible, so people used to teach me how to PvP in the outskirts. The way we taught each other was that we would duel each other over and over and over again in the Belgica outskirts, and we would get better and better and better and learn from it. So that's how you get stronger in Terra. And because I've done all those duels, I didn't do duels. I did like 1 to 10 duels, and I made sure I won all 10 of them. And that gave me a lot of anxiety because the duel score was permanent on your profile. And so I only did like, I don't know how we did it. I think the duel score is permanent on your Granado Spotted profile. Sorry, I'm mixing up the games. But in Terra, yeah, we used to duel, okay? You just right click them and duel, and then you see who wins, and it announces like to everyone in the area like who had won what. So yeah, that was how, like, we were just basically training. So I'm definitely a PvP girly. I do love the PvP. For Terra, I only started PvEing when it made me do that. And when I first joined Lost Ark in North America, I was only doing PvP, you know those battlegrounds? Those PvP battlegrounds that they have? And the Skyrink version, I don't know the names. I was only doing that, like, but I was not getting mats, and it was not getting enough resources to get mats or anything, so I had to get into PvE. For Terra, I only did PvE. There used to be, so in Terra, the system at first was you could play Battlegrounds and farm all your PvP gear, and that's all I made. I didn't give a fuck about PvE. I made a minimal PvE disc, but I wouldn't wear it because my PvP gear was so top that I literally just wear my PvP gear to PvE. If you understand, you understand. And then after a couple of decades, a couple patches, they literally changed it so that you have to PvE to get the mats to make your gear, and now PvP and PvE gear were head-on equal. Then a couple patches later, a couple years later, they made a change. PvP gear down here, PvP gear down here, PvE gear superior. You could even PvP with your PvE gear now, and it was super expensive to make. And you had to do raids to get the mats. So then I started, getting more into, PvE. I hated it at first. I even joined the PvP Terra server, and then I had to move over to the PvE because that's where all the people were at my very last year in Terra before it got shut down. Okay, so do you see where I'm going here? I like PvPing, but I've come to appreciate PvE. Okay, we have a whole bunch of Amazon storefront stuff. I'm gonna save it for the next vlog because I'm being really lazy, and I'm sure I hit time on this. Well, guys, I hope you guys have really a lot of fun clearing your Legion raids and Abyssal dungeons. Happy Friday, everyone! I hope that you guys have a ton of fun. I'm gonna go eat my poke now and have some snacks. Your girl has to have her snacks. I know you guys are seeing me at midnight on my stream just eating my snacks. I'm glad that I get to explain a little bit to all of you about my gaming history. I love my outfit today. I cannot believe I'm rocking red. Like, this is so great. I've always looked good in red for a long time. I only have a couple of red pieces, like this one red dress, lady in red, and yeah, it's like my lady in red dress. And then I have like another red dress and another red dress, but like there's just this one that is just really pretty, and I've worn it on my TikTok before. If you scroll to like Christmas. Okay, but yeah, that's all for today. I love you guys so much. I'm gonna actually hold for a thumbnail because I'm having trouble getting a good thumbnail since the whole video is like over an hour. It won't let me select like a thumbnail. I want to let you know that all my YouTube thumbnails, I just let it automatically generate. Like, I don't pick those photos, the AI does, so that's why some of them are really funny, but I don't change it. I can change it, but I don't. I don't know if it's I don't have time or I don't care, or a little bit of both. Maybe we don't need the mic for the photo. I'm gonna be here for a little while, but I'll see you guys next time. I want to tilt my head, but I can't because the crown. If this doesn't give me a thumbnail, I don't know what will. It's for my TikTok thumbnail. By the way, all of you on TikTok, go follow me on YouTube, and all of you on YouTube, go follow me on TikTok. Okay, guys. Bye. I love you so much. Thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I love you.